Morning, Texas bicyclists. This is Rick. Today is Tuesday, August 11th, 2020. Today I'm riding the Canyon CF SLX bike. Started the bike ride at 10 a.m. Weather 92 degrees. Wind is out of southwest at 7 miles an hour. Partly cloudy. Today's route is going to be one that I haven't ridden since 2017. I'm going to go FM 1960 east to FM 686 and back. Nothing fancy. Part of the roads are ones I do all the time, but all the way to FM 686 is a rarity. Part of the reason is as soon as I get into Liberty County, there's a 1 mile section of chip seal, rough shoulder, and then once I'm over the railroad track overpass, there was a home that had 2 dogs that just loved to chase me. We'll see how they've aged in 3 years. I started the bike ride with a little bit of different first part. Today's route should be over 40 miles, which is what I want. I had to check my last time I rode to see exactly how I did ride, which streets and everything. I think I got it figured out and in my mind. We'll see. Riding south over the river on West Lake Houston Parkway. Looks like they're starting to position equipment for the bridge repairs. I'm at FM 1960 in Pinehurst Trail Drive. There's a casual biker across the other side. It's 10:54, 11.8 miles. Riding east, just starting across Lake Houston on FM 1960 Causeway. I estimate it's about 9 miles to FMA 686. I just stay on FM 1960, generally headed east. Time is 10 minutes after 11. 15.2 miles. Average speed's 13.4 miles an hour. I'm on the east side of Lake Houston. There's the Cedar Restaurant. Headed northeast on FM 1960. I'm east of Huffman at FM 2100. Headed towards the Liberty County line. Probably about 1.5 miles. At the Liberty County line, that's where I hit the chip and seal for about 1 mile. Time is 11:27, 19.9 miles. Average speed is 14.0 miles an hour. I have a nice tailwind from the right rear quarter. It's going to help me get to FM 686, but on the way back I'll be fighting it almost all the way from FM 686 to the west side of Lake Houston. About to enter Liberty County, and we are in Liberty County now, riding some nice vibrating chip and seal. The approach to the railroad overpass used to be nice smooth asphalt, but it appears that probably TxDOT decided that chip and seal was a preferred surface. Hopefully on the east side of the overpass the smooth asphalt survives. It's 11:38, 22.7 miles. I'm on top of the railroad overpass, probably the tallest point in quite a ways. I'm on the east side of the railroad overpass, and the chip and seal surface has continued as TxDOT overcoated what 3 years ago was nice smooth asphalt with vibration, teeth jarring chip and seal. Time is 11:43, 23.3 miles. Average speed is 14.1 miles an hour. A couple hundred feet behind me, I just crossed into the city limits of Dayton. They must have annexed some land since the last time I was this way. The Grand Parkway is going to be coming this direction, so maybe they wanted to get that into their control. Right along here is where the dogs used to chase me. We'll see if they're still around or awake. So far, no sign of them. Approaching FM 686. Filling station, convenience store that I stopped at before has changed names. It's now a Fuel Max. It used to be Dayton Food and Fuel. I'll go a little further here and make a U-turn. Where the road goes back to one lane each way. Time is 11:49, 24.7 miles. FM 1960 at FM 686. Riding west on FM 1960 towards Huffman. Just made the U-turn at FM 686. Sign says 6 miles to Huffman. 4 of that's going to be on chip and seal. Well, 3 3/4 till I get the Harris County line. Time is 11:53, 25.2 miles. I'm into the headwind. I'm on the downward slope of the west side of the railroad overpass. Just looking out here is what I see. Texas landscape. Some scrub brush. There's a two companies at least here that used to be in business. Looks like they're closed. Got about a mile and a half to the Harris County line where the chip and seal ends. Approaching the Harris County line, we're leaving Liberty County and the chip and seal. Smooth. I can put my teeth back in place. Flashing light up here is Huffman Eastgate. If I were to go right, that would take me to the Hargrave High School, the Falcons. Time is 12:08, 28.6 miles. Riding southwest on FM 1960. Approaching FM 2100. I'm going to stop at the Huffman Chevron for a rest break, eat a Cliff Bar. Time is 18 minutes after 12. 31.0 miles. Average speed is 14.0 miles an hour. Stopped at the Chevron in Huffman. Had my Cliff Bar. Rested a little bit. Time to get back on the bike. Riding north on Atascocita Shores. I just turned off of FM 1960 west. Headwind is now not a headwind. Maybe it'll help me on the way to Kingwood. Got about 8 miles to go. Time is 12:45, 34.8 miles. Average speed's 14.1 miles an hour. Riding north on Westlake Houston Parkway. To the left is a crane. Apparently they're going to use when they repair the bridges. Time is 12:59. .2 miles on the bike ride so far. Average speed is 14.1 miles an hour. Still riding alongside Westlake Houston Parkway, headed north. Time is 5 minutes after 1, 39.5 miles, average speed is 14.1 miles an hour. Riding the Greenbelt Trail.
in Hunter's Ridge. About 4/10 of a mile or 3/10 of a mile from finishing the ride. Time is 1:20, 42.2 miles. Average speed is 13.9 miles an hour.